2, 1.
Yo, what's good, people? Oh, don't forget to make me co-host. It's currently 8 minutes past 8 p.m. UK time, Friday, the 28th of July, 2023. Can you make me co-host, please?
Yep. Hold up.
Welcome to another amazing episode of NFT Fridays. You know what we should do? I'm going to make a note to myself. Next NFT Fridays, I'm going to announce the numerical number, because I think we're around number 75 now. We started NFT Fridays in the first quarter
That's actually
of
such
2020.
a good idea.
Yeah, welcome to episode 79. Welcome to we should do that with the game as well. The game, we're on like 150 or something.
Yeah,
like 120.
That shows how deep in the game we are.
Yeah. Note to self, moving forward, we're going to state the episode name. So, NFT Fridays is a free weekly webinar by Blockchain Sensei, where we talk everything and anything non-fungible tokens, metaverse, etc. To come to this free weekly live webinar, which is friendly for both beginners, intermediate, and advanced, go to blockchain.sensei Instagram, click on our link tree, and then click the top link that says the game and NFT Friday Zoom link. Every Monday and every Friday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. we do a free weekly webinar. Mondays we cover stocks, crypto, and speak to founders mainly, do live technical analysis. And Fridays, a bit more chill, talk about NFTs, talk about the metaverse. We have
Fridays. We normally swear a little bit more. It's normally a little bit more hats off.
It's Friday evening. We have 255 YouTube videos out now, most of which are around an hour plus long. So that's easily 200 hours of free financial literacy data and information that you can check out at youtube.com/blockchainsensei, and like, comment, subscribe, please. So let's get the disclaimer. Blockchain Sensei, we are a Black and Asian-owned multi-financial literacy and Web3 solutions company. However, what we're not is that we're not financial advisors. So I need to read you this big disclaimer letting you know we're not that. Quick disclaimer, terms and conditions. All content is for education, information, and entertainment purposes only. And it should not be considered as investment advice or recommendation to buy, sell, hold any assets, nor place any trades. Please do your own research. Our content is intended for informational use only. It is very important to do your own analysis before making any investments, which should be based on your own individual circumstances. Please always pay your bills, pay your child support before buying any assets, especially NFTs, which are the most speculative assets in the world, even more speculative than cryptocurrency in general. You should always take independent professional advice from a professional advisor, either myself, Mr. Harding, Dubin, or anybody at the Blockchain Sensei team, since our inception are financial advisors. Alternatively, independently research and verify all and any information you may find in this show or any Blockchain Sensei content that you may wish to rely upon, whether you wish to make an investment decision or otherwise. All investments come with this very important word.
Risk.
Which is called, what was
Risk.
that?
Risk.
Yeah. Or
it's risk, but you gotta roll the R. Risk.
Yeah. So please always do your own search. Now the Matrix attack Ms. Harding. Now myself, Mr. Harding, or anybody in the team again are financial advisors. However, we're working in collaboration with several accredited advisors. If you're unable to mitigate your risk, contact us immediately by emailing us at hello@blockchainsensei, tweeting us at blockchainsen, and say, I need a fact. Oh, it's not Twitter, it's X. I can't get over this. Anyway, today we'll be talking about the dark side of NFTs. I did a tweet string on Blockchain Sensei Twitter, as I like to do tweet strings. And we'll also be having a look at somebody who we like to follow called Lamboland NFT, and look at some of the biggest rugs and some of the biggest scams in NFT history. So, let's start off with Axie Infinity, the Pokemon-inspired play-to-earn game, which, had it not had the big Ronin Bridge hack, it could. I mean, it's still number 46, so it could bounce back. It's the 46th most public invested cryptocurrency, currently at a market cap of $854 million. And this is a very significant number because this is not too far off the actual value that was taken from Axie Infinity during time of theft. So let's go. I'd also like Mr. Harding's opinion as a practitioner of Axie Infinity. Do you think these guys can bounce back?
Yep, guaranteed.
So there was a group of hackers that sent fake job offers to Axie Infinity employees. These job offers were sent through corrupt PDF files. Fake job offer took down the world's most popular crypto game, even more popular than the Sandbox and Decentraland Manor during the time.
I'm 90% sure this thing is going to come back.
Sorry?
Well, 99% sure it'll come back.
Oh, Axie Infinity. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We'll get your commentaries on that. But again, I don't know if you heard or not, but I think the market cap of 854 million is quite significant because it's a similar amount that was actually stolen at current market price.
Mm.
So yeah, they targeted employees with fake job offers with corrupt PDF files. Now the hackers stole nearly $600 million of tokens at current token price. Now,
that's at current token price.
Sorry?
That's at current token price.
No. At token price during time stole, which was around March 2022.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. So the Axie Infinity price during the time, March 2022, was still quite high. It was still $46 per coin.
Oh my god, it's $6 right now.
Yeah.
What was the high?
The high was 157.
Oh, Lord.
Crazy. But it took nearly 6 days for people to notice the $500 million was missing. Now, this screenshot here is by a guy called Lambo NFT. Now, in the most ninja fashion, obviously, I couldn't just accept the screenshot. I had to type out the actual address and go to Etherscan myself. So, amongst this Etherscan, which I kindly provided the wallet address to, Etherscan themselves, it actually says here on the Etherscan website, the address is reported to be involved in a hack targeting Ronin Bridge. It is not actually a hack, it is the hack. There's still 99 Ethereum sitting there, but amongst the most significant screenshots, I found personally transactions of 12,500 Ethereum and 23,000 Ethereum, which at current market price are around 20. What is that? 12,000, 2,000, 24 million and $46 million respectively at today's ETH price. So yeah, apparently it took them 6 days to realize, which was kind of crazy. But how did the hackers? I mean, did the hackers found out? I hear you asking. Yes, they did, because they deposited the money in FTX.
Oh my god. Why are people so dumb?
So the hackers, who are the hackers? The hackers identify as Lazarus, which is a group of North Korean hackers.
I've heard about this Lazarus. Don't even let me make my comments on Lazarus.
But they did not only steal over $500 million at current crypto price in March 2022 through the Ronin Bridge hack. They also apparently stole $35 million from Atomic Wallet. Keish warned me about this, So, which was, according to Atomic Wallet's company's statement, it was less than 1% of its monthly active users were affected by the hack. In total, 5 million users worldwide were affected. That's not very good.
I think someone sent their ops after them.
Possibly.
I think Axie had some ops in the Web 2 gaming world, and someone in the Web 2 gaming world ran a little hit on them.
I can't find any information about these gentlemen actually going to jail, though. So,
Can you find any information on these gentlemen whatsoever?
Are they real?
But for
Or is it the
for the sake of our own safety, we're not going to research that. We're going to just have a laugh and a joke. Of course they're real.
Of course they're real.
It's a joke. We believe that they're real. Lazarus is real.
Lazarus is real.
Yeah.
So let's move on to some smaller rugs. So there was a project called Iconics, created by, obviously, a 17-year-old designer on the Solana blockchain.
Of course.
And he promised investors apparently 17 years old, unique 3D images. So a total of 8,000 unique 3D images. The artist showed the first 14 samples on Discord. The audience apparently liked the concept of the project. And they bought 2,000 pieces at 0.5 Solana each. Remember, Solana peaked at $240, and I believe this was around. It was still 2022. I believe the first or second quarter of 2022, of which Solana was ranging. I think it was around $100 during the time. Just double check. 134. Let's just say around $100 during the time.
Wait. Go back. You can't just
go on.
What was the all-time high?
All-time with Solana is like $250,
and it's now 25. Man.
Yeah, 10x one more time.
So
let's just imagine they're around $100 each. $50 times by 2,000, that's 10,000 for the minting. However, so 2,000 pieces at 0.5 Solana each. However, after the alleged NFT release, the investors received not unique artwork, but a set of random emojis in their wallet. So a big fuck you. And this is what everyone got sent.
Wow. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
So, hey, listen, for all we know, he could be some struggling 17-year-old in Ukraine and, or some war-torn country, and you can't judge people, Some people, you don't hate the game. So, I mean, imagine minting something and just being promised. It just doesn't seem like enough. Spend $100. I promise to give you unique artwork. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a good bet to me.
Doesn't sound very legit to me from the jump.
It doesn't sound like a good. Here's 14 samples in my Discord. Pay me $100. I promise you, I will give you a unique digital asset that is 3D.
Wasn't there that guy that was in Indonesia and he did some madness? Do you remember there was a guy that did some madness with NFTs in Indonesia?
I believe that person didn't actually scam anyone though.
I didn't scam anyone, but he did some mad thing. Oh, it was a selfie. That was it.
Yeah.
Go back to his
Huh?
Yeah, click on it. So this is
Indonesian becomes overnight
block. Wow.
After 1,000 selfies as NFTs for $1 million. So obviously someone just felt sorry for him. Yeah, this guy.
Mad.
It would be good to know where he's at in life right now.
Yeah, it would be. We're gonna have to find him. Because he was ahead of the game, bro.
Like what's he doing with his life right now? Like is he living it up? Like,
you know what he should have done? He should have turned himself into a brand and got t-shirts made of himself.
Yeah, he could have carried it on. I feel like the hype just kind of died.
Yeah.
Okay, this is him now. Okay, so he's doing little virtual masterclasses. It's free for everyone today. We'd like to invite you. Here's some exciting things you'll learn. Blockchain Web3. Okay, so
December
well, this
22.
was that was 2022. Where are you now, dude? What happened to you? You posted in. It's been nearly a year. Oh, Rika. Okay, but he's not done a post. Maybe he got into some lucrative investments and just thought, oh fuck it, I don't want to help anyone. He was on the. It looks publicly like he was down to help people, and then he just decided, I don't know. Where is Sultan Gostaf? Let's see if we can find him at some point. But anyway, let's go back to sharing the rugs. Oh wait, no, got too many tabs. Too many tabs. You know what it is? It's because I'm looking for the Twitter tab and it's not there. It's an X.
Oh yeah.
Just getting to me. So then let's talk about Frosty's NFT collection. Investors lost $1.3 million. How did they do that? The Frosty's project became the first NFT rug pull in 2022, setting the year off well. The project team promised the investors the functions of staking that would allow them to receive part of the income, access to the metaverse, and some other benefits. But after they sold 8,888 ice cream NFTs, the investors found out that all of the social media Discord channels and website had what? Disappeared. And the dev team had disappeared. The investors never returned their money. Frost is the classic scheme which the creators promised investors a lot of privileges and bonuses, then just disappeared with the money. Update. The NFT ruggers have been arrested.
Mad.
So they have actually been caught. Though I have not found any information with regards to them actually, the actual court case, etc. Okay, so over to our homie here, Lambo Land NFTs. He's tweeted about some extra little bits. So there was an NFT project called Aku Dreams, which was a very hyped NFT mint, and it was created by a former professional MLB player. The exploit locked 45 million in the Aku smart contracts, which meant the Aku team couldn't access the millions of dollars they just made. Thankfully, the exploiter was a good actor and unblocked the funds. Big ups to white hackers, white hat hackers. Well, this was fun. Had no intention of actually exploiting this. Otherwise, I wouldn't have used Coinbase. Once you guys publicly acknowledge the exploit exists, I will remove the block. But the story doesn't end here. Because there was another bug in the smart contracts, we caused $33 million to be locked up. This was all the dollars they made from the mint, and they can never access it again. Locked on the blockchain forever. Multiple people warned the Aku team before the mint, but they didn't listen. Then we've got Meebits. Lava Labs is a company that created CryptoPunks. Now, obviously, CryptoPunks is owned by Yuga Labs. They launched another NFT project called Meebits. However, there was an exploit. I think this is the reason why Yuga Labs did acquire them, because I think this is one of the big reasons why
Meebits.
It had to be bought out by somebody more credible, because I think Lava Labs just basically lost all the credibility during this time, which allowed OX Neat ZSSE to mint one of the rarest Meebits in the collection. And then this person immediately listed this Meebit for sale as he was trying to sell it before people found out it was an exploit. And it worked. A few minutes later, the Pranksy bought the Meebit for later. Pranksy, who's a person, who's I'm assuming an NFT influencer, bought the Meebit for $700K, and then the race began. Other people were trying to do the exploit as well. Shortly after, another person minted an aesthetic Meebit using this exploit. But then Lava Labs paused the mint, preventing anyone from doing exploit ever again. And then what else have we got? I think this is a pretty cool tweet string. A dark side of NFTs, a throwback to the biggest flops in Web3 history.
Jeez.
So
show me the money.
Show you the money. I'm going to skip over this bit because there's one that I really want to talk about, and that is Meta. Does everyone remember that Meta integrated NFTs to Instagram last year?
Yeah.
And the hype for this was insane. And they said they could potentially onboard millions of people to Web3, and you could show your digital collectible. However, most Instagram users,
I think people are expecting it to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight because people don't even know what crypto is, and people don't even have wallets and don't even have NFTs because it's all fucking wash trading. There's like probably 100,000 people in the world that have NFTs, and most of those people that have NFTs don't use Instagram. So it's probably like 1,000.
That is smart. You're right. You're right. A lot of NFTs don't use Instagram like
So that was
as much
stupid. As soon as it changes to digital collectibles and Disney and Netflix and bloody ITV, Love Island allow you to have digital collectibles that you can put in your profile, and Louis Vuitton especially, bro. The moment Louis Vuitton drop their digital collectibles, everyone's gonna have them on Instagram. Everyone.
Wait for the day.
It'll happen by Christmas, I think.
So yeah, Meta didn't do the best job at integrating NFTs in the sense that 1 year later, Meta removed NFTs from Instagram and Facebook, and they announced on the 31st of March this year, we're no longer offering digital collectibles on Instagram and Facebook. Any collectibles you've already shared will remain as posts, but no blockchain info will be displayed.
Too early.
So let's talk about NFT London.
Oh, wow.
2022. NFT London has been hosting events since 2019, and it seemed like many people looking forward to the 2022 event. I can confirm Blockchain Sensei was not there because not many people showed up.
Nah, more people than that showed up. We know more people than that showed up.
Yeah. No, this is
all of Valvia's crew showed up, so that's a lie.
Okay, so apparently it wasn't as popular as yeah, I think okay, so it definitely wasn't this empty, but it wasn't as hyped as
No, it wasn't as hyped. No,
we thought it was, and the tickets were not worth 600. I don't think they were worth £600.
No, they
weren't. So yeah, that's some updates from me. We've got Axie Infinity, we've got Frosties, which was basically somebody promising you digital assets in your wallet. You know what's funny about the Frosties one? Even though it was only a small amount, 140k. Now, obviously, I am 100% as a God-fearing man, not encouraging anybody to do this. But what it unlocked in my brain, not that I would ever do this because I don't want to steal money and I don't want anybody to steal any money off anybody, was the Frosties one was literally the easiest NFT scam in the world because he didn't promise utility. He promised unique digital assets. And he or she or they didn't even deliver that. It wasn't like some big marketing campaign where it's like, we promise you the world of the metaverse and this and that. It's just, I promise you a digital asset. And he didn't even, and she or they didn't even deliver that.
It's bad. But I think a lot of these NFTs, some of them, not all of them, the resale value on them in the next 2 years is going to be mad. Not all.
It is future. I mean, most. It's not even not all. The key word is being, if you are an absolute market sniper and dedicate hours of your time to researching NFTs and find some NFTs which may be undervalued at current market price, then there is a possibility you can do a crazy X.
It's just the basics of investing. Try and calculate the intrinsic value as best as you can. Try and calculate the future value and the future intrinsic value and the network effect it might have in future. And then just look at that price and look at the price now and think, is it undervalued? Yes. It's like people saying Coinbase is a shit stock. Have you seen the amount of assets they're sitting on? That not only of the amount of assets they're sitting on, but all of the assets that they're sitting on increase in value. That's insane. But people don't get it, innit?
You know what I found? Like through hyper networking in this game is that most retail don't want to hear what we have to say because it's not sexy.
Yep.
because we're approaching the market like big money, even though we're not big money at present. We approach the market like big money. I've tried to share my buy assets low, sell assets high, buy back, spot swing trading strategy with so many traders, and even though some of them get it, they're not on it.
Because it's not sexy, bro. But guess who also isn't sexy? Warren Buffett. That guy is
Ray
not
Dalio.
sexy.
Ray Dalio's not sexy. Ray Dalio's not sexy.
They're not.
But he's arguably the greatest trader of all time when it comes to macro.
You know.
Yeah. All of these dons, none of them is. No one can tell me Charlie Munger is sexy.
He's not sexy.
But Charlie Munger has got bars for days. Bars. He's one of the smartest people on the planet and greatest people with money on the planet. You give Charlie Munger £1 million, he'll give you back $1 billion. Literally.
Yeah, but in like 25 years.
Yeah. But it's $1 billion in 25 years. Most people, you give them $1 million, you won't get it back.
Right. So why do you think Axie Infinity is going to bounce back? Because this just seems like a catastrophic.
Okay. So let's go back to my original thing. What do you value? And how do you find intrinsic value in digital assets? Number one, community. Does it have a community? Yes.
Yeah.
Does it have one of the biggest communities? Yes. It doesn't need to grow because guess what? Guess what it's got? Has it got nostalgia? Of course it has, because it was the first. So when things are the first, do they have nostalgia? Yes. If you're the first and the biggest, do you have nostalgia and resale value? Yes. Show me anything else that was the first in its space that doesn't have nostalgia value, that doesn't sell higher in 5 years' time than the original price. That's just basic collectibles, basic human psychology. Like, it's just what we do. Okay, next one. Have they got a lot of money to develop? Yes. Are they developing? Yes. Have they got good partnerships? Yes. So there you go. The network effect. Are they in a position whereby the framework for what they've got, adding the tiniest pinch of salt of either allowing people to double the amount of money that they make, or allowing people to get their axes in 3D or in augmented reality, will that drive people back to it? Yes. They're in such a good position that I just don't think people can, especially because a lot of people with Axie, you've got to understand collecting culture, you've got to understand gamer culture, NFT culture, and blockchain technology to really understand what the hell's going on there. But most people don't understand any of them. So that's why when it pops again, people won't get it. But guess what they'll do? They'll get an Axie Infinity hoodie or t-shirt. Is Axie Infinity the kind of brand that you can see people wearing t-shirts of it, or people selling fake t-shirts of it, or
toys?
fake
I can see toys. Kids playing toys.
Can we see that happen with Axie Infinity? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are Axie Infinity the kind of brand that would get bought by Disney because they want to get into Web3 gaming? Yeah.
Yeah, potentially.
There's too much potential with it. But
so would you recommend the audience to play Axie Infinity? Not because we can recommend people play things, right? That's not illegal.
Well, Axie Infinity, you can't play it unless you buy the NFTs. But let's just pull up what the prices are right now. How much the Axies? Because how much did we get our Axies for, Dom?
Well, how do you want me to do? Find the price of each Axie?
I just gone to OpenSea.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I don't even need to connect your wallet. Yeah, we had to spend like £100, and right now, if you go from low to high, what's the cheapest one? No, I think they're still holding their value. 0.06 is not £10.
That's a lot of money. That's 100 or something.
Yeah, they're holding their value.
Cheapest one is £100.
What's the cheapest one?
I'm asking.
It's weird. There's no floor price.
Oh.
Right now, the average price is 0.14.
0.14. There we go. Are they holding value? Yes. They're not tanking.
Yeah,
They're
it's kind of weird. Like they're like trading up and down, where a lot of blue chips have just tanked.
Yeah. Because guess why? They've got an actual community that use them to make actual money. Even if they're not making the £3,000 a month they were making before, in some of those countries, even if you're still only making 400 quid, that's still a lot of money. The problem is with Axie Infinity, the Western world, this isn't worth anything because it's not worth our time to play a game to get £100 a month.
Mm.
But if you're in Indonesia, Philippines, India, Africa, most of the world, in fact, is it worth it to do it?
Yeah.
Of course it is. But, and then the worst bit is you play the game, you get your Axie token, or you get it and you swap it out for E4 Bitcoin. Nothing. But people in the Western world were too privileged. We're too privileged, and we think that things aren't good enough because they're too cheap by our standards. If it's cheap, basically the way that my metric is in the Western world, if it's cheaper than a pair of Nike trainers, people don't value it.
That's a decent benchmark.
So if your Air Force Ones are more expensive than that item, people just think it's shit. It's bad, but that's the benchmark. Nike is that brand that creates the first step of it's not luxury, but they're the benchmark of brand acceptable brand. Do you get what I mean? The moment it's got that Nike tick and it's got that pricing that Nike's got, it's okay. It's got value now. But that's only here. It's only in the Western world.
Mm.
We're deluded. Completely deluded. If you said to the average person in the UK, would you prefer a free Nike Air Force One or the equivalent amount in Bitcoin, what do you think they go for? They go for the Air Force One?
They go for the Nike Air Force Ones, yeah.
Even if you said to them, we'll give you the Air Force One or Nike stock, they go for the Air Force One. Bro, that's how mad the world is, bro. It's not people's fault. It's just the way that we've been culturally conditioned in the West that it's more important to show your wealth externally on your clothes than it is to actually have.
Yeah.
It's a shame. But hey.
Hey.
It's been a good episode.
Right.
Thank you very much, guys. Big love. We're gonna wrap it there, or you got more questions?
Well, Dublin, you got a question?
Yeah, okay. So I just question, this play to earn stuff, I know you're saying that.
Yo, we can't hear you, bro.
Said this play to earn stuff. Carry on.
The play to earn, yeah.
Yeah.
I know, because obviously, it works better for people in third world countries like Philippines and Africa. You're saying, do you still recommend it for people to play in the UK? Or have you ever come across it? Do you ever do play to earn?
Yes. Let me just give you an example. And we've put it out there before, and people are still sleeping on it. So let me just go to number one. yes, these axes are worth £100 now, right? Is there the potential that they could go to £1,000? Yes.
Oh yeah, of course.
The potential is there. Speculation. Let's just go to Sandbox though, right? And people just aren't clocking what I'm saying here. Where people, I personally am trying to put in at least 2 hours a week into playing the Sandbox because people just don't really deep what's going on here. For playing this game about McNuggets, right? You are guaranteed, all you've got to do is complete all the tasks, and you are guaranteed to be in the reward pool that's got over 100k of Sandbox tokens.
Token.
And it's that easy. Is it easy to play the game?
That's it.
Okay.
And you
I
are
was trying to play
guaranteed.
games. I've participated in a few gameplay to get on, but I found them a bit hard. I found them a bit challenging. So, like, if this one's easy, then I'm gonna give this one a shot.
Literally walk around, bro. You literally walk around in a virtual world, and the prize pool is shared with the amount of people that actually complete the tasks. How many people do you reckon are completing the tasks? There's probably, I would say, about 500 people in the world right now playing this. And then what's happening is some people are opening multiple accounts to play over and over and over and over and over again, and they're getting the sand. And then they also get an exclusive NFTs and other stuff. But do we think that this is the only event that Sandbox have done? No, they've got loads of them where they're always giving out money. Oh, all the time. 350k sand, not one. 200k. So it's crazy. And then if we go to what sand token is worth right now, let me just pull this off. People are gonna be upset, you know. People are gonna be upset. People are like, oh, that's mad. You're lucky, man. You got in early. How did you? You know, man. You're one of the lucky ones. Am I?
No, we gave up our Friday nights. We gave up our sanity. We risked our money. We
There's
read
no luck
reports.
involved in this. So let me just bring up Sand USD. There we go. Here we go. I'll share my screen now. Bro, this price is crazy where this token is. And it's just done the most perfect Wyckoff bounce. And I think it's about to explode. Look at this. This is going to be one of those classic moments where this is going to have to get chopped up because the sand's going to explode. And then I'm going to have to chop this up and go, look, told you. We said it. So right now, sand is at 0.43139. Would we all agree 100% is a good flip, yeah? You'd be happy with 100%?
Wait. Let me just be devil's advocate. What's the supply saying?
The supply of sand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you go look at that.
So the maximum supply is 3 billion. There's 1.9 billion out. What I like to do now, yeah, is go to CoinTrader Pro.
I haven't got it. You're gonna have to do it.
All right. No worries.
This is what we're gonna have to do.
So
Do a CoinTrader Pro TA and a TradingView TA.
no, I'm starting to like this CoinTrader Pro. I like the fact that it's just free as well.
What?
And then what I like to do is I'll go to the sandbox and then go to supply. Oh, use that as a supply.
Capital supply, there we go. V2 supply. Break it down for other people, what we're seeing.
Fortunately, I can't see anything. Why not? What? All right, let me go to sandbox.
Oh, it's called sand token. That's why. It's not sandbox.
I don't know what's going on.
You gotta type sand.
Yeah, so why is doing this? Why you work for me usually? Coin Trader Pro.
It's not trying to have it, bro.
No, this is definitely the website. It's just not showing me any charts. Oh, okay, we're back. Right, so sand,
Supply, fifth one down.
there we are. Okay, so I always look at this chart. What? What does it mean? Does this mean like the supply just went up and then down in one day?
Yep.
What does that mean? Like, no, surely not. Surely the supply didn't just go up by 100% and then down.
I think that means that they released a load of tokens and then burnt them.
Okay, fair enough. So since there's been a 262% increase since August, and then let's take the bear market. Bear market's lasted since, let's just take the top of the bull market, November 2021.
Yeah, they doubled the supply.
Yeah, the supply's more than doubled since November 2021. So it must be, so we have to consider it. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't have still a lot of bullish potential. But we have to remember that from the November 2021 all-time high, there's more than 2x supply. So the market cap needs to do double what it did before to reach back to the all-time high.
So that would, do you know why that's even more crazy? Because that would be, it would have this. You know what you've just made me realize there? Even if fundamentally companies have more investment. So let's say, for example, Sandbox's total market cap high was 4 billion before, right? If it now got 8 billion, people would say that it's underperforming because it's not beat the all-time high. Don't you think that's crazy?
Yeah, because a lot of people
go on,
only look at this.
Yeah. So they wouldn't even clock the actual intrinsic value, the actual value of this company has actually skyrocketed. So some of these projects, their market cap might go up by like 4, 5, 10x, but the price might not move, which is crazy.
But I mean, as a crypto investor, I do want to see my tokens move.
You do want to see your tokens move, but if you're investing in it for it to build a better project, do you need the token price to move? Especially if it's an NFT related project, you don't need the token to move because the value of the NFTs goes up because they've made the gameplay better. If a gaming project, its market cap goes from 1 billion to 10 billion, but it's price because they've released more tokens, the price of the token only goes up by 100%, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's dead. It's nowhere near its all-time high." Bro, they've got 10 billion to play with and make the game better.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because yeah. So you're talking about people who are really, really invested in this ecosystem. Yeah. Okay. This is where investing beats trading. If you can think super macro. So just in case somebody finds this episode and then relates it to when I said about Gala, because you remember that Gala episode, right? Where I showed that Gala released loads of tokens, and then that's one of the reasons why the price action wasn't, doing the thing. But that's because I was thinking as a trader. But what you're saying is, if you invest in a token and the market cap goes up by a lot, and then they release lots of supply, so the price action doesn't do too much, that's not good for traders, but it's really good for investors because but this is assuming that the company uses the funds correctly.
Yeah. And Gala do or have done in the past. So let's say Gala, they're trying to make movies. It's not cheap to make movies and to make games.
Mm.
So now you've made me think, hang on a minute, I need to take another look at Gala. Because what might have happened is the price might not have moved, but it's actually become a more valuable company. Like if you think about it in relate it back to stocks, like we always do, because that's where we started from. If the market cap of Tesla or Coinbase went up to $1 trillion from 100 billion, how the fuck can anyone say the company's shit? They can't. But because it's stock.
But wait. Let me throw one more spanner in the works though. Let's just go back to the market cap increasing, but the circulating supply also increasing, so the price action not going up by a lot. That's money not directly in, for example, the gaming company. That's money inside the token. So the gaming company doesn't receive that money directly. The gaming company would have to sell their tokens to get the cash.
Yeah,
so
but
it's
they don't
not
mind doing that.
It's not an injection.
Remember, how much did they what you'd have to find out is what was the initial token release that they released it for to the community and to the holders. Because if you've created a token and you've got 1 billion tokens, and now your tokens are selling at 1 penny when they were originally selling for, let's say they're now selling for 10p, but they were originally selling for 1p, you've still done a 10x. Yes, the public might not have got a 10x because the public sale was at 20p and the all-time high was at a $5. So the public are like, oh, this is shit. Meanwhile, you still made $1 billion.
Interesting world of crypto. Right, we'll wrap it up here, guys.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna look deep. It's got my brain tickling. I think
There's your Friday night.